Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today I wanted to do a review for an up-and-coming soap company called Soap Smart. Right now I'm just giving you my initial impressions of the company. They approached me and asked me if I wanted to try out some of their products and kind of share my experiences with them on YouTube. I was not paid for this. There was no expectation for me to go one way or another about the products. They just asked me if they could send me a few items to try and have me do a review. So that's what I'm doing. Initially, just first impressions here, they sent me 4 different bar soaps to try, and they came in this little gift box here with some brown fuzzy papers, and the gift box had a clear top and a speckled orange ribbon. It was tied with a bow at the top. And they sent me 4 different soaps. They sent me their oatmeal milk and honey soap, handcrafted with goat's milk. This has a very fresh, clean fragrance, and it has some scrubby oatmeal in it. It says here, a mild and extremely moisturizing soap with the gentle scrubbing power of ground oats and a clean-smelling oatmeal fragrance. I love the fragrance of this. It's got a very soft, clean fragrance. It doesn't smell foody at all. It just smells really fresh. It came in this paper wrapping. And let's see here. The next one I got is called Rose Hip Jasmine. This is another goat milk soap. A lot of these have goat milk or honey in them, so they may not be the most vegan friendly. This one also has a very fresh smell. It just smells like soap to me. It doesn't smell particularly like jasmine or roses. But these are both hand-cut, handmade, cold processed soaps, and they're entirely natural. This is with more waxy paper. It's more of like a soap paper, parchment paper. And the next one, the next 2 soaps I got are in this beautiful satchel. The first one's the lemongrass pumice. This is a 5-ounce handmade soap from Canyon Creek Soap Company. It smells very fresh. It smells very much like lemongrass, and looks like a very moisturizing bar to me. It's also all natural. It's got scrubby pumice in it. And the next thing I got was the Roses Are Red handmade soap. This has rose petals in it, and they're supposed to soften while you're in the shower and kind of release into a bath if you're taking a bath. And this is supposed to have a rose and vanilla fragrance. And it definitely smells sweet and rosy. And it actually almost smells a little musky. Like, I almost feel like this could be a unisex scent. Like, men or women could use it. But I definitely love the fragrance. Yeah. So these are pretty thick cut bars. These 2 are 5 ounces, the lemongrass pumice and the roses are red. The other 2 are 4 ounces, and you can get them on their website, soapsmart.com. They essentially retail soaps from a variety of companies all on one site, so you can get your favorites from different companies and pay just one rate for shipping, get them all in one package, and get them all in one place. So they offer that convenience, and those are my impressions so far. I'll get back to you guys when I try them out for a few weeks. Okay guys, so I have given all of these soaps a thorough test run for several weeks, and here are my impressions. First of all, this is a small family-run business. They sell soaps from many independent soap makers that make their soaps from scratch in small batches with a cold process technique. And basically what that means is they make everything that goes into the soap, including the soap base. They don't actually, like many stores will use a melt and pour process, which requires them to purchase their soap base from maybe a big general manufacturer and just kind of put the ingredients together and assemble the soap, whereas these soap makers really make their soaps from scratch. Everything that goes into it, every step of the soap making process is done by the same person. And there's something to be said for that. These are really well made, all natural, very wholesome grown-up soap because they are practical and they nourish your skin. And I can tell you that if you're allergic to anything or if you're easily allergic to products, these are great because you can tell that they are very natural, not just from the ingredients list, but from how the product performs. A lot of these soaps smell like what they're made of. Many of them are made with goat milk and honey, and that's what they have, that subtle note of goat milk and honey, and you know it's actually in the product. The fragrances are grown up. They're not super strong because they're not artificial, and they're not going to linger for a long time after your shower. They're really meant to enjoy while you're using them, and then they subside, which is great for people that are sensitive to fragrances. And a lot of their fragrances are very earthy and grown up. If you're looking for something that smells like candy, this is probably not the place to go. I could see myself purchasing these soaps for, say, my mother on Mother's Day, or my grandmother, or somebody who's sensitive to a lot of different ingredients and just needs something that will not aggravate their allergies. So these are really great. And you can tell that they're very natural also because they don't lather a ton. So there are plenty of cheap surfactants out there, SLS, SLES. A lot of these sulfates are great at generating loads of lather, and these don't do that. And that is, to me, another reflection of just how natural and mild these soaps are. You don't need a whole lot of lather to get clean. That's something that we grew up thinking because that's something that most store-bought soaps from mass producers will give you. They'll give you a ton of bubbles. What that generally does for me is it dries out my skin. So I really appreciated that none of these soaps dried out my skin. And guys, I have really dry skin, so that is saying something. That being said, none of them left a residue either. I felt clean when I used them. I didn't have any residual oils. Like some soaps will leave a little too much moisture on your skin when they say they're a moisturizing bar. I did not experience that with these soaps. I found that they delivered what they said they would. For instance, the lemongrass and pumice soap was extremely scrubby. It was loaded with pumice. It was actually so scrubby that I was able to use it to scrub my feet. And that's actually what I've been using it for because it's got a fresh fragrance and it really delivers when it comes to scrub. That being said, the oatmeal and honey one, not as extremely scrubby. It had plenty of oatmeal in it, but it was finely ground to a point where it did not abrade my skin. It did not tear me up. I have very delicate skin, and I can't use a whole lot of scrubby soaps because I find, especially the Lush ones, I find that at first, when you're on the outside of the bar, you're not getting a ton of scrubby material, so it's usable, it's pleasant, you're getting good scrub out of it, but as the soap starts melting away, you get a ton of just concentrated scrubby particles. And I did not experience that with the oatmeal and honey soap. I was able to use it 3/4 of the way through the bar before I started feeling that I had a clump of oatmeal at the end that was just too scrubby to use. So I have to give them a big thumbs up for that. Their soaps do not melt super easily and super quickly. Some soaps are a little soft when you get them. It's usually a reflection of inadequate curing. I always like to cure softer soaps for a while before using them because they last longer. I didn't have to do that with these soaps. These were ready to use. So if you want a soap that is a no-nonsense soap that you can use every day and trust not to aggravate your allergies or dry you out or be rough on your skin, these are good. These are made by people that really care about the art of soap making and are not just trying to gimmick you into buying a product with pretty colors and tons of fragrance. So I have to give this company a huge thumbs up for what they're doing. This is a great company, and I really enjoy their soaps. I really want to thank them for giving me the chance to review their products, and I hope you guys check them out. So that's all I've got to say. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.